Hello and welcome to the SEGA News Bits. I'm your host George, and today we're going to be talking about SEGA releasing more games on the PC. But before we talk about that, if you guys want to support these kind of videos, check out our Patreon. This month we'll be giving away a Yakuza Kiwami 2 and Fist of the North Star tissue holder that were promotional items for the Japanese releases of the game. So if you guys want some rare Japanese swag, head over to our Patreon, check it out. But let's talk about, well, good games. They've announced that they're going to be releasing Yakuza Zero, Yakuza Kiwami, and Valkyria Chronicles 4 on PC. And the first game is going to be Yakuza Zero, which comes out August 1st. And, you know, it's incredible because, like, I never really thought that SEGA would do this. And it's weird that they even did it at a PC Gamer conference. And they're so, like, adamant about it. Like, I like that they're just straightforward, like, these games are coming out. I just like, okay, Yakuza games have come out in 2006. Since 2006, they've only been on Sony consoles. The only version of any game that's gotten another console release was the Yakuza 1 and 2 HD remasters that only came out in Japan. And that was just seemed very lazy kind of port. It's not like the Kiwami games, which look amazing in a remake from the ground up. So it came out on the Wii U, it bombed. I thought maybe Yakuza Studios were kind of scared of jumping on another platform. But I'm glad that SEGA Europe have, you know, made these ports, and they even made a big deal about it. They call this whole incentive they're doing the best of Japanese games on PC. And they're including the Shining Resonance reframe port they're doing, Shenmue 1 and 2, Yakuza Zero, Yakuza Kiwami, and Valkyria Chronicles 4. That's 5 pretty good games. I mean, some of them are pretty good. Like, I haven't played Shining Resonance yet, and I might do a demo video about that, but so far I haven't played it. But so I'm just going to assume that all 5 of them are going to be good games, right? And they're going to be great. At least it sounds good, because like this game's only going to cost you $20. And if you pre-order it right now on Steam, you get 10% off. So I suggest everybody to pre-order Yakuza Zero if you have a PC. And if you don't have a PC that plays games, just buy it anyway to support it. Maybe we'll get more PC games in the future. It is confirmed to run at 4K at 60 frames per second. And so this all sounds good, right? You're getting the game for $17.99 if you pre-order it on Steam. You get 4K, you get 60 frames per second. So what's the drawback here? Well, apparently they're doing that de novo DRM. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. And a lot of fans don't like this. They say that it's always checking your hard drive to see if you have a legit copy of the game, and that kind of scratches your hard drive and kills it. I've heard two things. I heard that that's not true, and I heard that it is true. Would I rather have it on SEGA games? No, because I don't think it's going to solve piracy issues. I don't think people are going to stop pirating because of this. People are still pirating it. It's getting cracked. So just the bad PR, I would not have it, even if it's false. I have games that have this DRM, especially like Tekken 7 and Sonic Mania, and I don't have any issues with it. So personally, to me, it's not going to affect me, but I know a lot of people out there do not like it. So you could tell me about your opinions on this DRM in the comments below. I'm more than happy to complain against SEGA about this, even if it doesn't affect me negatively, because I want their games to do the best, and I don't think having this DRM is helping them. But even then, the game was already one of the top sellers on Steam. It was like number 2 for a while, then it got bumped back down after a while, but it's pretty good debut for this game. It's really cheap. If you're listening to this and you have a PC and you're like, I wonder if Yakuza Zero is good, it's very good. If you like Japanese games with silly stories, but then really dramatic finisher with no shirts, if you like your men with no shirts and sexy and fighting on the rooftops, this is the game for you. I suggest you pick this up. So outside of that, we're also going to get Yakuza Kiwami, and I'm not surprised because Yakuza Kiwami and Yakuza Zero run on the same engine. So I'm assuming they ported the engine over to PC, or I don't know how that works. But I'm more curious to see if they're going to follow up with Yakuza Kiwami 2 and Yakuza 6, which run on the Dragon engine, which is the next generation Yakuza Studios engine. I would love them to pull it over here because, like, while Yakuza Zero is cool and I can't wait to play it, that game actually ran really, really well on the PlayStation 4. It ran at 60 frames per second. But Yakuza 6, that one does not run at 60 frames per second. It runs at 30, and sometimes it starts to hiccup. So having that on PC, I want to see how far those graphics could go and how smooth it could be. And as far as Valkyria Chronicles 4, it's kind of weird that they saved that one for this announcement when this game should have been announced when it was announced for consoles, so they would not get that backlash from PC gamers. But I'm glad it's coming. These are 5 really good games. Sega is really making moves on PC, and I'm very excited to see the future ports. I hope they go back a little bit, you know? There's a lot of games out there that needed a definitive version on PC at least. Like, I wouldn't mind them to do re-releases of stuff like Outrun 2, Afterburner Climax, Virtua Fighter 5. Maybe negotiate and do a Bayonetta 2 port. Maybe. But that's our video for today. What do you guys think about Sega bringing all these PC games over? Is there any older, already released Sega games or recent Sega games you guys want to see on PC? And like always, if you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel and help us out. And in the comments, you can let us know what you think, what you like, what you hate, your deep dark secrets, whatever. See you guys next video.